Miami Heat Courtside is sponsored by Opera Tower.
I'm Gutierrez, and this is Miami Heat Courtside. If it feels like the entire season was played strictly in preparation for this playoff series between the Heat and Celtics, well, you're not alone. Even Heat players have said facing the Celtics in the playoffs was meant to be. A rite of passage, if you will, for the newest Big Three on the NBA scene. It just wouldn't feel like the playoffs this season if these two teams didn't meet. So it's time to answer that one question that's been hanging around all year long. How does the Heat beat the Celtics? For starters, it'll take a much better effort from Dwayne Wade than the one we saw in the regular season. In 4 games against Boston this season, Wade shot 28% and scored an average of 12.8 points a game. That's a far cry from his playoff performance against the Celtics last season, when he averaged 33 points on 56% shooting in the Heat's first-round loss. If Wade's going to come close to that effectiveness against Boston in these playoffs, he'll have to have his mid-range game working. The Celtics are arguably the best in the league at keeping players out of the paint, and Wade's going to have to loosen up that defense with his outside shot to open up driving opportunities.
That's always a goal of mine. I always want to find out how to master a team, especially when I've had problems against them. But I understand that my role has been different. Last year against Boston, my role was totally different. So I understand that the style is a little different, and obviously I need to make more shots that I'm capable of making. But I'm just trying to do the job that's for me to do. I think I got into that more so the last game, even though I didn't score a big amount. I was able to do other things on the floor. I want to score more. I want to put the ball in the basket more. But for me, it's all about playing the game of basketball well, playing good defensive, rebounding the ball, doing other things, and not just worrying about my necessary percentage, versus the team.
Wade's responsibilities, though, don't stop there. He'll continue to be the primary defender against Ray Allen. And Allen lit up the Heat this season, shooting 57% from distance and averaging 20 points a game. It's largely because of Allen that the Celtics were able to shoot 45% from three-point range against Miami this season. And when Wade is stuck to one man defensively, it takes away from the Heat's ability to be disruptive defensively. That puts more pressure on the entire team to remain sound and force the Celtics into difficult shots.
Yeah, I have to stick with Ray more. I've been told I have to rebound the ball more, obviously. Last year I didn't have to rebound. I just had everybody else get the ball and give it to me. I have different responsibilities than I've had. So just making an adjustment to that more so than anything.
The other primary challenge might be solving the Rajon Rondo riddle. Do you play off him and encourage him to shoot jumpers? Or do you play him like a traditional point guard and hold to the familiar defensive principles? The Heat has yet to really figure that part out, because Rondo has been a nuisance in 3 of the 4 games the teams have played this season. It's likely Mario Chalmers will get the majority of the minutes at point guard, and he has played a total of just 38 minutes against Boston all season. So the Heat might have an ace in the hole in Chalmers, who closed out the Philadelphia series strong and seems to be playing with confidence. In the end, though, the Heat will only go as far as Wade and LeBron James carries them in this series. Given how inconsistent the supporting cast has been around them, it'll be up to the 2 of them to find a way to take 4 games from the Celtics. If the 2 of them get anywhere near their season averages in this series, there's a good chance the Heat will come out victorious. The guess here is the Heat in 7. For the Miami Herald, I'm Gutierrez.
Soaring 60 stories above Miami skyline is one of the world's most unique hotels, Opera Tower Suites and Marina. Opera Tower offers 3 distinct ways to experience unparalleled luxury. In addition, a vast array of resort-caliber amenities, including an oversized heated pool with whirlpool spa, fully equipped fitness center with aerobics room, million-dollar views, and a location that is unsurpassed for work or play. Miami's ultimate hotel and corporate rental suites and marina.